I'll go into the channel. Where is it? Descriptions, transition from the one. Where is it? Transition from the one. Things up. Nothing is up yet.
It's up on my end.
Oh yeah. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to F4 this morning here. Of course, the first categories of the four we're going to be driving, going to be here this weekend. It's round number 2 here at the Hungarian, and we have a good amount of drivers here so far. We have 11 drivers that are going to be taking part on this course. Of course, little intro here, going to be in the commentary boxes, Mackenzie Stewart. So he'll be helping out with the commentary this morning. That's the intro. So just waiting on us to get ourselves sorted out. I'm going to guess we'll be going to spectate.
We should probably do that. But yeah, no, welcome guys. First race for round 12, the Hungarian Grand Prix. Obviously, round 2 for E4, obviously making their debut at the German Grand Prix last weekend. The Legend Gamer taking out the first race for F4, but he's been promoted to F3, and yeah, I did believe a couple of guys did come down, but I wasn't there last weekend, so I can't confirm nor deny any of these claims.
All right, so now we're going to be going to the grid. Not to the grid.
Well, not to the grid to qualify. What do you reckon the strategy will be, Alex? Obviously, it's quite a hard track. People do consider this track the Monaco without the barriers, so track position will be everything, wouldn't it?
Before we even start what the strategy is, we got to find out what the weather's like first before we even think about the strategy, mate. We don't even know it's gonna be raining or sunshine. So hopefully the drivers in the lobby can hopefully pop up the stream and give us an insight what the weather's gonna be doing. But I'd say just hoping clear and hoping the weather is dry, because if the weather's dry, then that will definitely open up the strategy a lot more. And it depends what the field does. You know, if all the field goes out on ultra soft tyres, you got more of a chance of winning the race by doing the one stop and being different to the field. Or if everybody goes on the fastest strategy, which is the one stop, I believe, the softs to mediums, right?
Yeah, well, give me a second. One of the drivers has just added me late, so he's gonna have to he's gonna have to during qualifying and miss quali, but it's unfortunate. That's what happens when you don't add the coordinator and the person who's inviting everybody to the lobby. Then you miss out.
So it's a pretty early about this league is so international.
All right, now any of the drivers.
We're seeing Cryptic Chaos. He's out. He's I think his old account got banned. I can't remember his old account name.
Not banned, I don't think, but
suspended. But anyway, he's out on track. First car to be out, setting some laps. And it looks like he's going to set his time on the ultra soft tyres. It's one person committing himself to the 2-stop. Or he could just be doing that to cruise down on the ultra softs, which some other drivers do. Seeing a Red Bull come out, that could be Bullet Boy. Yeah, that's Ahu. If you can say his name, please tell me. But it's one of the Mercedes guys. He's definitely new to the scene. We are seeing who else can we see? Alex is out onto track as well, coming back off. I think he got 8th or 9th place. He got a couple of points on the board. This is his last time out. See Charles, he's out. He was in the mid pack last week. He had a decent time out here at Hockenheim. Oh, he gets very loose there and just manages to save on the opening lap. Pretty embarrassing. He's
on the medium tyres as well. Do remember that the mediums are quite a horrible tyre to try and warm up around here, as they are around most circuits. So he'll just
disgusting.
Obviously, if you guys opting for a different strategy, you got Alex is out on the softs as well, and then you got then you got Chargers out on the mediums. So And B as well
Steve.
in the second Sauber, I believe. Yeah, he's still in the pit lane. So we'll ride on board with Cryptic Chaos, who's just started. It's like he's coming up to the infamous turn 4. Turn 4 obviously will be probably the most difficult corner on the circuits to get right, and
I think he's invalidated it. I'm pretty sure of it. There will be an invalidation. Ooh,
he's carrying on with it. So
let's see what it puts him. Looking pretty clean so far. Just not all quite wide there. But it must be his natural racing line. Comes through to the fast right hand, a very tough corner. You got to drop it down to 6. Just gonna slide the car through to go down to the third sector now. Third gear, tuck the car in, use some of the exit cube if you can. Now a bit of an elevation change. You can use it to set the car up for this corner here. He runs a little bit wide.
but he is
And
pitting,
yeah, it
so wasn't
that
validated.
was.
Alright, who's
So
the next
who else
person?
is on? I think it might be. I think Bullet Boy's out on a lap.
Yeah, no, Bullet Boy's on a lap here.
Yeah, it was a Reno off the circuit that would have been charging or Rudy. I don't know if he's on his out lap as well. Still waiting on drivers to set laps as usual. It takes nearly 8 minutes for people to set decent lap times. That usually does in this longer qualifying sessions.
Bullet Boy around the last corner. Looks like he'll be the first one to set time. It's a 17.3 on the mediums. Very nice.
I don't know if is that a good time.
It's definitely good banker time to warm up. And Alex on the
Obviously
the first one on the ultra soft.
17.1. So what's a good qualifying time around the circuit for the ultra soft tyres?
We can't really use any of our comparisons because those are like F1 sort of times. But
yeah,
I reckon a good time would probably be maybe a mid to high 16 on the maybe a low 16 on the ultras. Maybe just getting into the 15s if you can. I don't think we'll see any of the F4 drivers reach the 15s, but we'll definitely see F1 drivers. We'll definitely see the F2 and F1 drivers hitting the 15s tomorrow. But yeah,
I'm pretty sure someone could dip into the 14s. I'm pretty sure of it. But for this league, probably Lino. But I reckon Bullet Boy. He was very strong last time out. So I reckon we should watch out for Bullet Boy. He was the second place for basically the duration of the race. So watch out for him.
Here comes Chargers. Chargers are coming around the last corner on the medium tyres. I think it's going to be a 120.7, but wasn't validated. So he's on the mediums.
Saying I've put up the tyre thing, it says he's on the ultra soft tyres.
Yeah, no, Chargers is on the mediums.
No, according to the tyre detail on.
What are you looking at? Are you looking at the best tyres or the tyres currently fitted?
Tyres currently fitted.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with your information.
No, so Chargers is this on his car? The tyres white on his car right now.
Yeah.
Well, mine's saying it's purple. And
yeah,
according to you, and you bring up the detail for fitted, that says ultra soft tyres.
Well, on my end, it's the me. Are you sure you're looking at the right guy?
Yeah, Chargers. He's only one guy with the name Chargers.
Speaking of the Reno, his teammates come around the last corner. It's going to be a 16.8, first driver into the sub 17. So, very nice time there from the Reno driver. The number 21.
Rudy.
Reno.
Rudy currently has pole position with CEO, who out of Chargers teammates popped into fourth place with 18.1. So I'm pretty sure he was on ultra soft tyres. Because yeah. We see 7 drivers have set laps so far. Still got a few more drivers.
But Bubble Rock's around the last corner on the ultra soft. What's his time going to be? It's going to be a 1:19 flat. Puts him P5 at the moment. No, it's quite a mix of strategy at the moment. You see a couple of guys.
Yeah, it's different. But Bullet Boy, he's a 17-3 and he's in third place. So Bullet Boy, yeah, he's in a pretty good chance to do some damage here. If he's in third place on the medium tire, only a few tenths behind Rudy, which is in the ultra tire. Nearly 3 tires softer than the medium tire.
Yeah,
That's scary.
yeah,
That is scary.
that can be quite scary. So, yeah, obviously, Hungary has the same sort of compound setup as Germany from last weekend. You skip the super soft and you go the ultra soft, and the ultras, the softs, and the mediums. So obviously, the ultra softs isn't. If it is a dry race, the ultra softs won't be the tyre to be on. It'll be, you want to be on the softs. The ultras will probably be able to go maybe 5, maybe 6 laps if you can keep them from overheating, and then jump. It'll be very hard to make a one-stop work from the ultras to the mediums. It's quite slow on the tyre delta, and trying to get those mediums up to temp is quite difficult to achieve. So yeah,
BSB, while you were doing your analysis, he's popped into 4th place with a 17.9. So watch out for BSB, medium tyres, and he's sitting in 4th place. So I think we might see a bit more of a battery between Bullet Boy and BSB in the race. But I've got a feeling that these guys might hop on the softs, but I've got a feeling these two drivers are committing to the one-stop strategy in the race.
yeah. Oh yeah. For the 3 drivers in the top 5 on the medium, so I could definitely see.
And Rudy is fitted the soft tyres, I believe. He's going to fit the softs.
Yeah, and so has Cryptic. Cryptic and P11's gone to the softs as well, and he's on his lap, I think.
Yeah. Set of tyres. Still got Taiwan E-board. He still hasn't set that lap yet. He hasn't even been out. So don't know what the story is. Then maybe he's waiting the last few minutes to set a one-lap wonder if he's one of those drivers. Well, Cryptic out, he's out. He'll be setting. I think he's on a lap now. It's right on board with him. Looking pretty good so far. Coming to the last sector. This is a pretty tricky last sector here. You know, 2 sharp corners, and this corner's on a bit of an elevation here. You've got to try to use that elevation to get the cars to transfer away. And this corner here, you can take multiple lines. You can either come in shallow, take it traditionally, or you take it like apex to get the drive out of the corner. But he's going to sit there. Oh, okay, all right. That was that outlap. Now he's on his hot lap. Let's roll on board with anyways. Tier 1 now, 3rd gear. He takes a bit of a tight line, but he steps into 2nd gear, coming down into turn number 2 here. Pretty hard corner of this is here. You've got to try to kind of maximize this corner, but you don't want to maximize it too much. You've got to maximize it. Flat it through the little kingy, coming to turn 4, I believe. Very hard corner to get right and get it perfect and not checking single cut corner, and it's invalidated. So that is full luck from him. First lap out, and he's invalidated that lap time. Oh, that's freaking great. I think Rudy's on a lap as well. Let's see what Rudy can do. Can he actually improve on this lap? Or it could be his out lap, I think. He's on his, this is going to be his, I'm not too sure he's on lap or not. Bomber, he's on his out lap as well, so he'll be wanting to warm up those ultra tyres for another go at pole position. Who else is going to go? We see Rock, he's on an out lap as well. He'll be setting a lap time as well. Not too sure what Alher B is. I can't even say his name properly. Sorry there, mate. But right now he is on a lap. Will he improve? No, he actually slows down. So I don't know what he's doing there. Alex, he could be on a lap as well. I'm not entirely sure. Mackenzie, are you still there? Are you dead yet? Okay, he's dead. It's just me so far. And he's running a little bit wide. Right now we just got over 5 minutes, about 5.5 minutes of time remaining in this qualifying session so far. It's been quite a slow one, but I'm sure near the end we'll see drivers hop on different cars. We see Bullet Boy and Beast be on at these soft tyres, so they'll be going for a go at pole position if they can. I'm pretty sure with things like that, I think Bullet Boy's actually good for a 771. Beast Speed still is, so they're still in the pits. They'll probably go out with probably 3 minutes to go, but you'll have to get 1 or 2 laps, get those softs warmed up, ready for qualifying use. Who's that? And then just heard a ninja start in the pits. I don't know who that could be, but it will be someone. And see, all fucking if I were absolutely mounts the curve there going through the final chicane, but just trying to see if he's on a lap. Oh, he's really horribly wide, so not totally sure. Your flags 2. Don't know if that is someone that's going slow. I think it's someone that's going slowly, to be honest. Almost retired from the session. I don't know if he's crashed out or not. I have no idea. If he has crashed out, then it's bad luck, or he could have just retired. So that seals the deal. He'll be locked in. He won't be any higher than P2. Looking how close he is from Bullet Boy, he might be knocked down to 3rd or maybe even 4th. So Wilma, he will have 2nd. So he won't. Well, he might. It depends what these other drivers do.
That was that's a huge crash. I just caught wind that the Force India put it in the fence at the pit lane, coming in the pit lane.
Yeah, I wondered where he did crash, because all of a sudden it's seldom to see that he retired. I wasn't quite sure if he crashed out or just given up. So poor luck for him. It's looking how close the other drivers are. I reckon he'll be bumped maybe a couple more
places down, yeah.
More places.
You got there in the end there.
Yeah, well, I was gonna burp as well when I was saying it. So it come out right.
Milk. Don't want milk going everywhere.
Milk.
Yeah, I went and got some breakfast. I'm bloody hungry.
That's nice. Oh, it's Ken Dole. He's retired from the session too. I don't know if he's crashed out. Really wish I. Yeah, it's freaking annoying.
Yeah.
I want to see if I'm crashing.
Yeah, but let's just have a quick look at the intervals between the drivers. So only half a second separating the top 3 at the moment, and then a second back to Beast Boys. So obviously these guys on the mediums will be waiting right at the. Oh, there he is. There he's I've just spotted him. He's coming out of turn 4. I'm not coming out of turn 3. Ken Doyle, that's where he crashed. He coming out of turn 4. He's had a spin.
Okay, fair enough. So got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the session so far, and now I think we might see people going for their last runs. Some people opting for ultra soft, some people opting for soft. So this is usually where the session picks up. You know, the first 18 minutes of the session are basically nothing interesting, and we get to the final 2 minutes of qualifying. This is where everything picks up.
There's only 18 minutes in the qualifying session to begin with, so if you're saying the 18 minutes doesn't matter, it's.
Okay, I thought there was 20 minutes. 18 minutes. Okay, so like the first 16 minutes of the qualifying session are basically worthless. We get to the final 2 minutes, and this is where everything becomes interesting. It's happy hour. People improve and shit like that. See, the 2 sails are line of stern. So one's on soft tyres, the other one is on ultra soft tyres. So the sail is splitting the strategy, I guess, for the race tomorrow. Not really racing tomorrow, I'm just kind of making it a bit more important for F4, but yeah. So we see Rudy goes to pole position so far with a 16.6. So he's extended his advantage by a few more tenths. The Bullet Boy, can he actually take pole position on the soft compound tyres? You reckon he can do it? Yeah, you reckon?
I mean, it's possible, but we'll ride on board with him and see what he can do. I'm kind of having a feed, so don't expect me to say much.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to ride on board here with Bullet Boy. He's really warming up those tyres, see what he can really do on these tyres. He's going to try to take a late AP to get the maximum drive out of the corner. He's going to start to hold up now. coming down the main straight here for the first time of his, no, not the first time, anyway, coming down into turn 1, brake nice, and clearly he's going to second gear up to third for turn 1, nice and tidy. Coming to turn number 2 now, was going to try to brake quite well, third gear, tries to take a tight line, he's going to try to open up this corner here, I think that's turn 3, coming to turn 4 now. Very fast corner, he's going to go down into 8, 7th gear, and runs a little bit wide. I think that could be gets that done, and I think it is. But we're still right on board with them coming to the chicane now. 3rd gear, clips the curb, now it's a curb on the exit of the corner. Coming down here, hugs the apex. 5th gear, pretty good line through there. Moving around to the high-speed right-hander. 7th gear looks like he's being very smooth. You don't want to chucking the car around too much. Trying to keep it smooth. But I think it's like could be invalid there. But we'll just see coming around to 3rd sector here. Running a little bit wide. Just trying to get that tight line there. Trying to come out wide and take the late apex there. He's going around this corner here. Nice wide line on the exit. You see Tiny Boy goes to pole position. Bullet Boy tops it as well with a 16.4. That was actually a really decent lap. It was a very, very smooth lap, and he gets it done. Pole position so far. What can Beast Bud do? Watch out for Beast B. Will he improve as well? Came up to the line. He goes to 4th with a 16.8. So very close between the top 4 tenths of the second. So what a qualifying that was. Taiwan Boy did one of those one-lap wonders. He got pole position, and then just a 10th clear. He just and then Bullet Boy goes a 10th faster on the soft tyres. So what an interesting qualification that is. The pole set on the soft car-bound tyres, and Bullet Boy is in the hot seat for the race tomorrow. What a qualifying, decent qualifying. That was interesting. Mackenzie, if you finish it.
Yeah, no, I was there, but yeah, very good qualifying session from Bullet Boys. Puts it on pole in the soft compound tyres, and that puts him in the hot seat for tomorrow. Well, not for tomorrow, but for the race you got. Obviously, we'll just have to wait and see what the weather's like for the race. But from what I've heard, it's gonna be a dry race. So
look at that, less than
a 10 separating the front row. So this should be a very interesting race.
So yeah, so good stuff there from our drivers. It's quite close with the top 4, just under 4 tenths. The whole field separated by about 4 seconds, but the top 9 is separated by about 1.7. There's a little bit of a gap there, but so that's how it is in some of these lower categories. But here we are for the race for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, I like to call it Naganaj, round number 2. So it's another beautiful day here in Hungarian, and Mackenzie's going to run through the TCAB media starting room when everybody readies their cars out and gets the shit sorted. And yep. So, looking at the lovely DHL ball. Very nice people getting your deliveries on time. Make sure you are going to order stuff online. Make sure it's shipped by DHL because they're good. It's Formula 1. Advertising and Pirelli tires. Make sure you get those Pirelli tires on your car too, on your normal road going cars. Yep. Advertising. Alright. Mackenzie, you can go through the TK Media starting grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Would be my absolute pleasure. Alright, well we have pole sitter Bullet Boy on the soft compound tyres in P1, and then you got 20 Boy Junior in P2. I just seen him take out the 100-meter board at turn 1, so that's turn 1's gonna be an absolute fella to deal with if these guys don't run racing line. Then you got Rudy in P3 for the Renos. He was the provisional pole sitter for most of the session, but then got pipped right at the end. And then you got Beast B in P4 on the soft compound tyres as well, so he could be in quite a dangerous spot, dangerous as well. So we'll watch out for him in the later stages of the race. Then you got the Force India of Varma Vara Mira, I botched it. I apologise. And P5 and yes, and then you got Charger and P6. Yeah, so the front 3 rows have got a soft compound tyre and an ultra soft compound tyre on each front on each of the first 3 rows. So it'll be definitely interesting for the different strategies. Then you got Bubble Rock in P7, you got Cryptic in P8, Alex in P9, and you got Ayub in P10, and then Ken Doyle in P11 on the freshest tyres out of everybody. So
yes, I've got a feeling it's going to be an absolute mash carrier into turn 1.
Oh, it's gonna be nasty.
Ooh, nasty. Shout out to all the Americans watching this. Okay, all right, just promoting some NASCAR. All right, here we go. Drivers are setting themselves on the grid for the Hungarian Grand Prix. We've got a pretty good angle here, looking down the main straight. Here we go. 5 red lights, and its lights are out, and away we delay starts, and yeah, away we go. And what is happening? There's a Mercedes back there, but here we go. Lights are out, and away we go. It looks like Bullet gets off to a good start. Rudy in second place. He's going to try to mark off Tyrone E-Boy. Go down 2-1. Looks like that's Beastbot having a look up the inside. And everybody 2, nice and clean. That's a Mercedes gone horribly wrong. That could be Ahub. He's lost the rear, but apart from that, everyone's actually quite clean. We see more battling here. Looks like a bit of a move there is Beastbot. He's having a go on charge, but a contact's made. There's Alex off wide at turn 2, sorry. Someone running horribly wide. That was charged and running wide. Everybody filters their way through the first lap. Nice and clean through turn 4. A few people already picking up warnings. I can tell because they're running horribly wide through turn 4. So there we go. First little corners have been done. Everybody just
was it just me, or did you see the stuff from the Mercedes? Like he was,
yeah,
like
I saw that. That was fucked. That was great. That was weird.
He started like halfway around the bloody last corner, and then by the time everyone was going, he was already up to full speed. He was like, yeah.
Then he's, what is going on here? Something is.
Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car.
Oh yeah, I see everyone's slowed right down to a crawl. It looked very weird. It looked like something that the AI would do, but was 10 times thinner than what the AI can do.
Yeah, so I wonder what caused that. Maybe a stranded car, maybe on the racing line, maybe, but or data damage, maybe, but we're not quite sure. We're not sure what Charlie's up there seen in the steward's box. So, but Alex is in the pit. Oh, he's got heavy wing damage, so that might have been the reason. So he'll it won't be too much of a compromise strategy.
Well, green flag again. Looks like no one's really gained much off the start. A few drivers gained a bit. Cryptic Cars, he's gained 3 spots off the start. Valma, he's gained a few spots as well, but not making huge gains. Everyone's kind of shuffled a few places here and there, but Bullet Boy, you've already got a 2-second gap to Valma. He's on the ultra soft tyres. Same with Rudy as well, so they'll probably drop off quite drastically. You can see Taiwanese boy, he's on the ultra softs too. So most of these drivers are actually on the ultra softs with a few. So that's Beastbud running wide, and he keeps the position still. Or yeah, he still keeps it.
He does too. Yeah, no, everybody running wide, coming out of that right-hander in the middle sector. It seems to be quite a common corner to abuse on this track because it's quite lenient on the track limits. Whereas turn 4 is quite a pain in the ass because nothing else really happening on now. You just got the front 3 seeming to break away quite quickly. So this is probably the best thing. We got 20. Oh, there's been a huge crash. Both McLarens out of the way. Bubble rocks.
Holy crap!
There's been a huge
3
crash.
Drivers gone. I wish I could see that. Holy crap! There's 2 Oh my god! 3 cars absolutely gone. I completely missed that. Jesus! Wow! I do not. Wow! Surely that will be a safety car. That is crazy. What happened there? Jesus! That's wow! 3 drivers is absolutely gone from the race. Chargers, he's making a stop. Either he's pit for a front wing or his ultra soft tires.
I'm not. Yeah, I've got no idea what caused there, but it just looked like maybe someone came into the pit lane and then they've just understeered, hit the inside fence and bounced back out into in front of
Big crash there, but right now we might be seeing a little bit of a battle heating up between Chaos and Beast Spud. The fourth place, as you see, the old soft tyres are not really working well now, where the soft tyres are coming into play. As you can see, Everboy has a stretch and put another 1.3 seconds on, and he's going faster every lap, so he's definitely got this race sealed so far. But we're only 4 laps into this whole Grand Prix. You see, Beast Spud is in DRS range, I believe. He's got DRS open. Grip the car's weaved all over the circuit. He shouldn't really be doing, but he's going to go defensive. It looks like Beast Spider's going to try around the outside. He runs wide, and Beast Spider's going to get the switch back, and he's got the move done into P4. So pretty easy move there. Grip's just his ultra soft's just not really working well now. So Beast Bud will be on to back on Rudy very soon. But I've got a feeling that these guys are going to pit within the next couple of laps, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not going spinning. That's Rudy.
Oh, that's Rudy. Oh, Rudy, and Rudy's one wide to let the other guys through. Obviously, very nice courtesy there. The last thing that Beast and Cryptic would have wanted to see is Rudy come back onto the race line very slowly and just cause another pile up. So, but yeah, going back to that incident with the McLaren and the McLarens and the Toro Rosso have got. It'd be very nice to see some footage there, but from what it looks like the game just hasn't ghosted. Ghosted the 2 McLarens, and the Toro Rosso's just piled in there thinking that they'd go. So
yeah, it's happened a few times. It's happened a few, even with my experience.
Oh, yada. Here he goes, yada. My experience.
Oh,
I'm such a.
God damn, I'm gonna slap you now. I'm gonna drive up the Palms North and slap you.
Hey, this is a family show. Keep it PG.
Oh, that was. Oh, wait, what? I totally was gonna do that. Why would I do that for? Jesus. I know it's a family show, okay?
Yeah, it looks like while you were trying to talk smack, Rudy's pitted for a set of soft, so he's definitely committed to a 2-stop strategy. Yeah. And it looks like he's comfortably jumped his teammate as well, so...
yeah, but you got different tyres as well. Charge is on the medium tyre, Rudy on the soft tyre. They will definitely be coming in again at some point, but I don't know if the strategies are ultra soft, you can make that work. Or do you have to use all the 3 tyres to make the 2-stop work? One tyre will be sure.
Well, yeah, I don't think you'll be able to get the mediums 34 laps to the end, but it looks like Alex is trying to get past a disconnected Mercedes, but it hasn't ghosted, so
alright, you're gonna have fun.
That's really upsetting to see.
You'll fire away past. He's going to try around the out. Oh, that was a bit interesting. Mercedes isn't really giving him much room to play with here. We should get him into the chicane. He's actually going to go defensive. He's actually being very, very cautious about this. He might be getting a bit frustrated.
And then all of this, and Cryptic's pitted, and he's comfortably jumped Rudy as well. So
he's racing for 4th. We see Roma, he's pitted. He's out in 3rd. So Roma, he's put him in no man's land. Same with Beast Bud, he's 11 seconds behind. Quite surprised, lap 6, so no one has actually gotten penalties, despite seeing everybody running wide everywhere on the circuit.
Yeah,
up the inside goes, it's up into turn 1, and he's into P7, so he's got the move done, so he should be able to, hopefully, he's P6 time in the next guy on P6, but he will get points. That is the positive side. He will get points. If he finishes. If he finishes the race. So right now we're seeing a battle between the Renos, Cows, he's in no man's land. Volmar, he's definitely in no man's land. Everyone's just in no man's land. We're on lap 7. God damn, I might have to do a complimentary slice of cheesecake.
Go on. I got you covered for a few minutes.
This is just case you just commentate while you're eating a cheesecake. Oh, this cheesecake's absolutely delicious. I'm scooping in the spoon, I'm putting it in my mouth, and the cheesecake is absolutely on par for perfection of taste. I'm just kidding, I'm not actually eating a cheesecake, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, lap 7. So, when will these drivers start coming in for their first stop?
Yeah, no, yeah. So all the guys on the soft tires that started on them, they'll probably look to go probably between laps 12 and lap 16, about there, yeah, and then take the mediums to the end. So that'll be yeah. So we're still we're only a quarter, we're only like an eighth, like an eighth through this race. So.
And I'm already starting to get some boredom. Someone battle someone, or something happened. Something happened to 8 drivers, but I mean, those 3 drivers that did retire, that didn't really help the cause. That's another 3 drivers gone, and having more drivers means more battling. Well, that's what they usually say, but it looks like Chargers, he's going to slowly dropping off his teammate though, but they are on different tyres, so it's to be expected.
Oh my
but
god.
I have to say, actually, Best Bud has actually got the gap down to 9.2 seconds. It was 11 seconds a few laps ago, and it's down to 9.1.
Yes, yeah. If Beast B can get this gap down towards the medium stint, then that'll be really crucial for his race, because the last thing you want to be doing is try and chase on the medium tyres, because those tyres aren't really a good race tyre. They're just a tyre to consolidate the race. So if he can make up that gap to Bullet in P1 without getting too many penalties or anything like that, then he should be all right to maybe challenge for the win, depending on penalties as well by the end of the race. Yeah, he closed down a good half a second just in that middle sector alone, so he definitely looks like he's got the pace at the moment, the Sauber driver.
Just looking at warnings so far, no one's actually got that much warnings. Not many drivers actually have that much warnings. Most of them like collisions on the first lap. But, yeah, I think Tom and he got a warning, Bubble Rock got a warning on the first lap. So the only people that actually got warnings for checks was Tom and he and Bubble Rock. A couple on the next lap, Volmar and Chargers, warnings there. Rudy got one, Chaos Beast, but he's got one lap 7. So really not much people actually are using the track limits or making their own interpretation of the track limits. So you find things a little bit behaved, which surprises me, because this track can be quite easy to pick up penalties, but it's mainly around turn 4.
Yeah, turn 4, and then of course this fast right-hander leading into the third sector as well. That corner can be quite tricky as well. Especially if you've got an oversteery car, because once your car starts oversteering and then your tyres start overheating, then it just gets even worse, because you're trying
you start to slide about all over the place, and it does not make you stand well. Look at 7.4 seconds. Beast Butt is just eating the gap away. Either Bullet Boy is struggling on his tyres, or Beast Butt is just going absolutely ham. Something is happening here. And he's not like Vama, he's a couple of seconds behind, dude. He's lost about a couple of seconds of Vama. He's about a pit stop away, and he's going to make another stop. So I think it's definitely going to be a race between these 2 drivers here, or maybe Bullet Boy is just conserving. I'm not entirely sure. Comes past that slow Mercedes. Always nice. Yes, look at that. Chopping time away. Putting wide there, Vermont. The Renaults are still keeping station. What's just going on? The only interesting thing is this gap. It's the only interesting thing about this race so far.
Okay, so that explains why everyone was all backed up, because Chargers had disconnected under the virtual safety car, and the McLaren got had an illegal overtake on him, it looks like. So yeah, so of course Yeah, so yeah, it looks like he slowed down to get the position back, and then he's just bunched everybody up, and then so that might explain why that might explain why Chargers not on the race.
So just looking at the comments so far. Hello, Joshua. You're just right. Welcome to the stream. Seeing Corridor League Racing. I don't know who he is. If you can tell me who he is, is he a driver part of this league?
I think that might be 20. I think.
Oh, well, hello there. And if you are I-20, sorry about your race. You absolutely got sheeted sideways. You got more than a fucking shit. You got a steel cap DNF out of the race. So poor luck for you. Yeah, you know, yeah, it's fucking weird. It's just nice. Yeah.
Hi, Alex. Gosh.
Well, I mean, not much is going on. I mean, you might as well have some fun in the stream. We have 12 people watching, so hello, you lovely 12 viewers watching. That's including me because I'm watching the stream
Yes, sir.
on my phone. Yeah. Look at that, 5.7 seconds now. That gap is just being chopped away. It's crazy.
Yeah, well.
He's a man on a mission.
Oh yeah, I've just seen footage of that crash. So from what it looks like 20's tires were just overheated, and he just planted the car coming around the last corner, and he was looking backwards to try and maybe spin it back around, and he's just driven straight into his teammate as his teammate and the Toro Rosso have come around the last corner. Yeah, so that's. I don't understand why they're calling for a restart there. It's not like.
Nah. Well, the crash, yes, it's a big crash, but there's no reason to call it a restart, though.
Yeah, it's not like there was like any massive glitches or anything like that that completely broke the lobby. It was just an unfortunate error on overheated tires, and then the fact that he just wasn't paying attention. So.
We really had to say Bullet Boy. I reckon he is trying to push because he is quite low on ERS.
Either that,
I can kind of see he is actually going for it.
Yeah, well, if you look at the ERS from Bullet compared to Beast, look how much ERS Beast is saving at the moment. So Beast could be within a chance to win this race because he's able to he's closed that gap down by a good 4 or 5 seconds.
We're seeing Bullet Boy's really trying to save as much ERS as he possibly can. So he is trying to go for him. Last lap he actually ran horribly wide. He runs wide again at turn 4. But yeah, so Beast Buddy, he must have some really good pace. He looks a lot more aggressive than Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy seems to be quite soft and passionate with the driving style. But Bullet Boy, but the Beast Buddy is a little bit more aggressive, taking a little bit more curb here and there, pushing a little bit more. Just he's really trying to pick up some time here. It's just trying to compare the both drivers, see where the actually picking up time. But 4.9 seconds, we're definitely going to see a battle here. But pit stops are going to come up, so you know, who's going to try the overcut? Who's going to try the undercut strategy? Who's going to try to pick up some more time here? So it's going to be quite interesting with Valmar 26 seconds behind, Cryptic Cow 7 seconds behind, and then another 5.3 as Rudy charges. He's made another stop. He's on the ultra soft tires. I'm a bit concerned about his strategy. I don't know who's making a strategy for that Renault, but I think they might be a little bit special.
Well, it depends.
I don't know what he's going on with that strategy, but 9 seconds ahead of Alex, and then the exciting Mercedes still not ghosted yet. He's taking a little bit of a wog in the way. Oh, that was close.
Yes, interesting to say that everyone's on the soft compound tyres apart from the Renault was just pitted, but
Yeah.
yeah, obviously Beast and Yellow flag in sector 2. That could be.
No,
Is that?
that was I think no, that was Alex getting lapped.
Oh right.
He
Okay.
was telling him he's getting lapped.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Come
No,
up
yeah,
behind
he is.
him
Yeah.
very soon.
Makes a lot of
That was
sense.
that.
Yeah.
That was true. Really trying not to yawn here, because the more I yawn, the more it makes sense.
Oh, yeah, the leaders are in. Leaders are in. And B's been given a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding, so that's
not good. But he does have the pace. The good boy is out of the pits.
he's on the mediums. We're interesting to see if I don't think any of the stop it looks like none of the soft runners will challenge the front two. So yeah, so this will be a battle for the battle at the front for the race win.
It will be, so they have no traffic interference. And Weimar, he's really in no man's land. He's kind of like, he's like 20 seconds behind the guys ahead of him, and then there's another 7, behind a cryptic, and you're not really gaining much time on each other. So it looks like Cryptic might be trying the overcut. See if he can gain a little bit more time, mate. Weimar hasn't made a pit stop yet either. They actually pitted quite rare. Actually, they put on like lap 4, so they won't pit. All charges. Trying the personal soft tires in the fast lap of the Grand Prix so far. Ivory's just going for a fastest lap, and Rudy's got his first penalty and lap 15. Okay, that's quite surprising. That's quite small.
Wow, that was exciting. Anticlimactic.
What?
Oh, just oh, don't worry about it. We'll discuss it after the race, Alex.
Right. Okay. So that's 16 and 6 point. Hang on, the gap's actually increased. Oh no, the gap's increased. I want a better. Oh no.
Mate,
why are you doing this to me, F1? Stop ruining my emotions. I want to see some action. And then you're gonna gain. Oh, come on.
Maybe, maybe Bullet's gotten the mediums to work better than the
He clearly has. Look at
then the Force India and P3 getting his first penalty of the race.
Getting me pay. I want to see some action, but no. It's just oh come on.
Bullet's really started to pull away now.
Yeah, look at that. 7 seconds. It was 5 seconds when they came out of the pits. So these just hasn't really got those cars working that well. As Bob Boy must be running a setup, must be quite different. Maybe Bullet Boy's faster at the stint, and maybe we might see Beast Boy come back at the end of the stint. And they could be running completely different setups here.
Yeah, well,
I did find that during near the end of the stint, he started to pick up time. So maybe Beast Boy is in here for the long game. Maybe he's gonna catch him at the end of the stint. Devoma still hasn't made a stop. Same with the ultra soft runners. They should be putting around at lap 20. Maybe a little bit more than that. I think they'll probably go on the soft tires again. But they're not really. You're kind of just holding station. Those just. I mean, God damn it.
yeah. So it's quite unfortunate to see. Obviously, if you guys are just tuning in.
My sister's watching.
I was wondering. I was wondering.
My sister.
I was wondering when you were gonna see that. But yeah, never. Obviously, if you guys, if you guys are tuning in, we'll just get you up to date. Obviously, we started with 11 runners. I think we've only got maybe 8, maybe 7 runners left, depending if I don't think Ayub's in control of his car. And then you have obviously the 3 drivers, Ken Doyle, Bub Rock, and 20 Boy Jr. out of the race with a crash at the final corner. From what footage shows, it's 20 just put his foot on the throttle and spat it round and
He did a run reverse shot.
yeah, pretty much. That's what it looks like.
Well, just gotta say, welcome to the stream, Rachel. She is my sister watching the stream, so good getting some support. It's always nice, you know. Yep.
Bullets had a spin.
Oh, he has. Oh, he has. Oh, this is action, and Beast Bud is swarming to the lead of the Grand Prix. He's your new race leader. Finally, some action.
What's happened there?
We've only been waiting for about 10 laps. More, yeah.
What's happened there? I
have no idea. All I saw was he could have probably, I think he could have lost it on the curb, so maybe just got the rest spinning a bit, because these medium tires don't have that much grip. Because it looked like from where it was, the car's kind of sideways on the exit of the curb. So maybe he just lost the rear or something, just kind of slid it. But anyways, Beast Bud is your new race leader. You're only 1.3 seconds ahead of Bullet Boy. So can he actually gain the time back up, because the start of the stint he was faster. So you might see some action for the lead of the Grand Prix. We've only been sitting around here for about, a good 19 laps, to wait for this, It's low key, alright? Low key. But Volmar, he still hasn't to the ultra soft guys that started on the ultra soft tires, who haven't stopped yet. Cody's actually been on those tires for a while, actually, despite them being ultra soft tires. The see penalty on our side have been handing out. Alex got his penalty. Board Boy's got a penalty now. I think that's
and then you've got to remember as well that that Beast still has that still has that unserved 5-second stop go. So if it does come down to that at the end of the race, if Bullet can keep it within 5 seconds and not get any penalties, then he should be he should comfortably take the first race win for Red Bull in the F4, and his first race win in the F4 category. Oh, Alex just getting out of the way of his Sauber teammate. This could get quite
I think he knows what he's doing there. Oh, that's actually not good.
Maybe
on the
nice.
Apex. That's not a good way to let someone by. I think the Bullet Boy will be a little bit annoyed about that. He hasn't lost that much time, but he's actually got DRS, so he's got DRS, which is nice. They gained about a couple of tenths down the straight, but he's just trying to match. Currently, they're just equal on pace so far, so these drivers are quite equal as well. But I do think that let's see the ERS uses though. If a little bit more ERS, I think Bullet Boy is just using up his ERS, trying to catch back over to 1.1 seconds.
Oh, and Beast has just got a 3-second time here, so now that's 8 seconds that he needs to extend the gap out by the end of the race.
He's got to extend 5 and 3 trips to get 5.
Yeah, 5, and then Beast has just got a 3-second time penalty, so that 5 plus 3 is 8.
But Bullet Boy's got one too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, if that's the case, then it's still 5 seconds. But look at this. After that really weird incident, he just maybe not. Maybe not this lap. Maybe not this lap. If he does,
he's thinking he'll have DRS. Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
No, he hasn't got DRS this time round. He's just outside DRS range.
So Shetland speed looks like is maybe about the same. Actually, they actually Beast Bud is actually setting a lot of ERS. He was going down into low down the main straight. So that's probably Bullet Boy caught him a little bit of time. Like you're both quite low on actually. He's both got a bit of ERS in with there. He's probably saving it. Because he probably knows that Bullet Boy probably has a little bit more pace than him so far. Bullet Boy is really trying to save as much as he can. That's going into number 2. Most of his middle sector. You don't really need it in his middle part of the sector. Keep it clean, both of these drivers. When you're trying to chase someone, it's quite easy to chase someone than you one that is being chased. It can be quite of a daunting as well, but right now there's an each other lap up to lap 1.2 seconds, dropping off a little bit this time by lost a couple tenths.
They'll definitely be without it.
race.
I've also noticed as well, Bullet's fuel lights come on as well, so he must have underfueled the car at the start of the race. Yeah,
1.1,
just outside DRS.
Yeah, he's very close though. He's just hovering around where DRS is, but just not.
Not able to get close enough. Maybe the dirty air is quite bad and he can't get close enough. But Varma looks like Vara Marazin for his second and final stop, and he's got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. So looks like everyone seems to be getting speeding penalties, and it looks like Cryptic's in as well.
Yep,
but Rudy will carry on for maybe another lap or two.
Yes, he's going to try in the overcut, see if he can get a little bit more.
Oh, Cryptic's got a front wing change. Interesting.
So that's probably why he was struggling there, because he wasn't really gaining on Bummer. You might see
pretty much, yeah. So. So with that front wing change, that might jump Rudy up into P4. So we'll just see if he can get into the excuse me. It's early in the morning.
I see. You're not really one of those morning people.
Especially when you only get like 5 hours sleep, 4 hours sleep. It's not nice.
Hey, there's been a couple of times on the TNC where
hey, blah, yada yada. Oh, I can function off 3 hours sleep because I'm a pleb. Yeah, we know.
You're a pleb, but this is just commentary, mate. This is the easy part. You're just sitting here and just talking smack, but you know.
Yeah, but it's easier to fall asleep because your brain's not. And yeah, and speaking of Rudy, you know, Rudy's in now as well. So covering off that.
He actually went quite slow. He actually went quite slowly into the pits. Really trying not to get that 5 second victory. Really cost you as well. 5 seconds at a time, especially when you're fighting tenths of a second where the drivers are around.
Yeah, and it looks like the Renault driver's comfortably gonna jump. Cryptic as well. So Cryptic will have a little gap to chase now after having that front wing change. But yeah, it was definitely be worth losing that time to get that wing change, because trying to run Hungary with a broken front wing is not the nicest thing in the world. I'll say that.
True. I mean, we don't know how damaged it was, so we don't know how much time he would have been losing, but he must have lost a little bit of time. I reckon maybe half a second to a second a lap, so it's quite worth it going front wing change. Yeah, it might take maybe 2-3 seconds to change it, but you'll gain that time up in a matter of a few laps. So that's always nice, those front wing changes. But looks like we might see some penalties. 2.6 seconds behind Rudy.
And then the gap at the front still 1.3 seconds. So Bullet struggling to get within that 1 second gap, but maybe. I don't think he'd know that Beast has a stop go, because exactly it won't be notified till the end of the race, because the driver still can serve it during the race.
Yeah, so right now they'll be Bullet Boy's probably fighting this 4th position. He's 1.4. He's lost a little bit of time.
Do you want to check the penalties again real quick?
Yeah, so I find that Bullet Boy tends to lose a little bit of time through from sector 2, but then he seems to gain the time back up in sector 3. Maybe that Saab was set up more for the 3rd sector instead, or maybe Bullet's just quicker naturally in the middle sector. But yeah, we'll ride on board with Bullet for a lap around the Hungarian and race trim and just see what his line is. And yellow flag in sector 2. Is that anything anything bad? I don't think so, because it's gone. The yellow flag's gone away. But we'll compare his line this lap to next lap, and there's yellow flags flashing up on the flag board. So maybe there is more than meets the eye. Yeah, he seems to be quite aggressive through turn 4, even though he's
that on the
on his last warning, and he'll get another penalty.
yeah. So if he gets that, well then
Both of them are actually, both of them have one more warning, and they'll, so both of them have a 3-second time penalty, and they have 2 warnings plus that. So they are quite equal in terms of getting penalties. They are very equal.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for that stop go, this would be a clean cut fight for the race. But Beast really needs to start extending that gap out now. He's got 10 laps to go. He's gonna really have to start pushing now. But now we'll ride on board with Beast now. See what can try and compare him to see maybe where he's losing some time and gaining some time. It looks like Beast Boy is Bullet's quite strong through the first part of the middle sector. So we'll just hope that the Sauber driver gets out of the way.
He's being lapped again. I think this is the 3rd time being lapped. So definitely not really having much.
Oh yeah, and he gets out of the way. Does he get out? Oh, he doesn't get. Oh
no, he's playing the team game. This is getting kind of annoying for him. I think that's not really. I think Alex might have a little bit of a chat at the end of the race, because that shouldn't really be letting people fight there. He's actually lost about 4 tenths by doing that. That's actually not of a nice thing to do there. That's I'm not really on for that. It's been quite cheeky. 4 tenths he just lost, and he's going to have to gain the time back up. Now he's going to have to pass the Mercedes too. Oh, he lost his front wing. I think he chipped his front wing off.
Yeah, no, he has. What happened there? Did you see what happened there?
Yeah, I saw them. The Mercedes was going slowly, and he must have misjudged the overspeed he must have had on the Mercedes. But yeah, he was weaving in frustration, so it's not helped this race out so far. I think it's given the race to Beast Bud here to take the win.
I do apologise for the broadcast being. We're getting lead coordinator Brett Keenan in to join us in the commentary box really quick. I believe I don't know if he's joined us in commentary or if he's going to say anything. We'll just wait for him to see what's been said. Yeah, but that lap car's really ruined Bullet's race here. Welcome Brett Keenan to the commentary box. How are you, mate?
Well, good.
Oh, I'm a little bit disgusted, to be personally honest with you. I've been watching the broadcast since the start, and I have to say, this personally, that we at the Transnation Formula 1 don't condemn those sort of incidences that was caused by 20 Boy Jr. to deliberately pretty much park on the track after a spin, then put his foot down on the accelerator and go straight on into his own teammate, which then caused the concertina effect of taking out himself, his teammate, and Ken Doyle. And then the outside behaviour that was broadcasted from it, to which you guys, the viewers, don't see. We run a Discord system to communicate with our drivers, and he openly demanded for restarts because of compromisation on his end and his end alone, and of course then profusely abused the system to the point where we have now actually personally banned him from the TNF1. So we do not condemn any sorts of behaviour outside of these racing incidences. We respect one another as rivals, drivers, and other those kind of things, but in any which case, I'm gonna sit back and try and watch the rest of this broadcast with you two. You can take it from here, and I'll chip in every now and again.
I don't. I think this race is kind of serious because Bullet's just pitted for a new front wing on soft tyres, and with 7 laps to go, the only really gap at the moment is Cryptic and Charger.
Chargers is we might actually see a battle here for P5 between Cryptic Towers and Charger. He's a second, 1.1 seconds behind. We actually might see a little bit of action, but yeah, I'm not really been happy about. There's a few things that I haven't really liked about this race so far. Alex has been a bit cheeky with letting the cars through. I think Brett might want to have a look at that. Yeah, got on
Oh,
the way of the block. Oh, actually, he ran wide, and Joe was swooping to P5.
I know,
And
no,
his job done. Seal the deal.
I think Cryptid's got more wing damage. Yeah, and it looks like he's lost more of his end plate on the front right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
so
Jesus, he's absolutely underseen off the circuit. So that wasn't really a nice battle. That was a pretty like a short and sweet one. I want a Titanic battle here, guys. Stop playing with my emotion. Keep on happening. As soon as someone gets close to someone, they either just drastically make a mistake or just like let them by. Come on, give me something to commentate.
yeah. Well, in other news, Bullets gained 2 seconds on this lap alone on Beast. Oh, and he's put. Oh, that was a big slide coming through turn 4. He's caught it on the curb and just almost put it in the back of the Mercedes. So
I was gonna say that's what new tires does for you. You know, you gain multiple seconds, but you know, 30 seconds behind, and they actually caught behind the Mercedes again. Very slow. I see how he managed to lose his front wing. It's so damn slow. That's probably how he lost his front wing. He must just misjudged the overspeed he had on the Mercedes. He just rammed straight into the back of it. It actually cost him the race completely. But the beast, but it's been a pretty good race for him. It's been actually a good race for both of them, just exchanging lap time, exchanging time pretty much makes each other. But it's Beast Buddy. Looks like he's gonna, unless he crashes. Oh, he got another 30-second time penalty, but that's fine because when you're 30 seconds ahead of someone, it doesn't really matter.
yeah, like
Well, it kind of stacks up, and then you got to be careful whether or not, because as soon as you get one penalty, it just starts basically you stop getting warnings. It's just continuous penalty after penalty. So he could find himself disqualified if he's not careful.
it's only his second penalty of the race, including that 5-second stop go he got for speeding in the pit lane. So it
So it's
doesn't
not that
seem like it's
bad.
too
I don't
bad.
know how much penalties you can get in a race, but highest I've seen is 18, 20.
What 20 seconds? What 20 seconds or 20 penalties?
I think I've seen as far as 20. I think I've seen as far as 45 seconds of penalties.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of
think-
penalties.
Hockenheim, one driver did get disqualified for penalties for corner cutting and track extending.
He's
that
actually
was
not
nice.
here today, so
So 4 laps to go in this Grand Prix, and I'm still just as bored as I was on lap 2.
So just interestingly, I'm just quite surprised at the number of people that are actually here. Only 11 drivers, so I don't know whether-
It's decent, but with 3 drivers being actually taken out on the first lap, it kind of really died by the.
Well, it wasn't the first lap. It was
race
like it was like maybe
Well,
like
you can look. You can see by looking at the tyres. So it literally was one flying lap.
basically.
no. If I go back and look on the stream really quickly and go find where this incident was, I swear it was like maybe. I take that back. It actually might have been shit.
Yeah. Well, you only have to look at the tyres on the drivers that are out of the race. It only says one lap, so it basically means they've had one. Because they pretty much crashed on the last corner off lap 2. So.
Yeah, and then you got, of course, you got to remember we also did have that virtual safety car at the start of the race. So.
Yeah, it did make things a bit interesting so far.
So what I'll do is, since you guys have been referring to them as their PSNs, I'll give the viewers a rundown of the top 8 in the.
You don't
in
really
their
need
actual-
to, but I
Well, we're supposed to be doing it by the real names anyway.
Yeah,
so.
but
It's
but
kind of hard to kind of.
So end of lap 3.
You can't pronounce them.
End of
And
lap
B,
3 was that first.
I was scrolling down on my list to find the driver's name.
So in position 1 we've got Bo Vanderberg. In second place,
shit.
then it's Tyler Beasley, David Edwards in P3, Rudy Rundegerex in P4, then it's Ethan Lossing, Michael Dunn, Alex Demal, and then Arub El Hassoui. So
I don't.
there's your top
We won't remember any of those anytime soon.
Yeah, you expect me to pronounce some of those names? And it's just...
Well, if you guys have a future in F4, you'd probably best well start. And this is coming from your boss, so.
Shush.
Well, anyway, lap 33. Well, lap 32 now.
Or 33. What do you want?
Yeah, well, I'm having to watch from the stream, so.
Oh right. Yeah, right. Yeah, like, it's definitely been a strong race from Bo. He pretty much took control from the after the bullet, whatever his name is. I'm sorry, but yeah, from what looked like on the stream, it looks like he just went straight on at turn 4, and then paused his game so that the AI would put him back on track without him flying off into the fence, and then the AI's just parked it in the middle of the road.
That's the smart thing to actually do, stop you from ruining your whole race. But looks like the couple of laps ago, it's in program solo, that's Cripple being lapped, I believe.
Yeah.
I'd say Michael will be quite disappointed with his run, considering how much boasting he's been doing over the course of the preceding week, saying that he should be in F2, so he'll be quite bitterly disappointed by sitting in P6 and now just being lapped by the race leader, so...
Oh well, I guess it just means his race will have a premature end. So I guess that's one thing to look forward to.
Well, I know that from personal experience. I remember USA last season being one of those races where you wanted it to end. So, for me personally, I deliberately put myself a lap down so that I could just end the race when everyone else did, because I just didn't want to do that extra lap.
Fair enough.
It all comes out now.
It's just, but it's true though. It's very disappointing. It's a very disappointing feeling when you're not on the pace with the leaders and stuff like that, and you just want, like Germany for example. Germany is one of those tracks that, while it's a 1 minute 14 lap circuit, much like Hungary, the lap number is so long. It's such a long race, despite the fact of how quick the lap is.
Yeah, but that's exactly why it's a long lap, because it's a long race just because of how short the lap is. Because these races in real life are 65, 70 lap races. Like, they've got to be long races because they've got to be long races because of the shorter lap time. So, I mean, yeah, like it might feel like it's a short lap, but if you're not having a good day, it can get quite a long race, yeah, especially if you're at the back and you. Oh, speaking of at the back, the Mercedes.
Oh, you almost clouded the Mercedes here, but it's not really a long race. It's just the same. It takes the same time to complete the race. It just feels like it's a long race because there's more laps. The race isn't actually longer. It's the fact that it's just roughly the same. It's based on distance. Every Grand Prix is
about
300 kilometers.
Yeah,
I can also confirm that ghosting is turned off. So.
Oh, that's probably why. That's probably why that incident happened on the first on lap number 2.
But even then, like, the ghosting system isn't that reliable. Hey, Brett, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
No, exactly. Germany. 2 accounts.
Well, we're on the final lap of the Grand Prix, and with a second and a half to go, it looks like that Beast Bud might actually have this race sealed and done for its first victory in F1 and its first victory in Translation Formula 1.
He's had this race sealed. He's had this race sealed for like 10 laps, 7 laps, eight laps.
Hey! Just because you're in the lead of the race doesn't mean you've won it. You still got to finish line. He's coming in the final corner. Beast Bud will take his first victory of the season. Beast Bud is your race winner for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and there he is. He's done in style. And race won it with that time. Yep. And then you see Boy here about 24 seconds behind. He's going to take second place. He could have had the race win, but unfortunately, a bit of bad luck struck his way. But he'll still come with 18 points to his name, and he will take, pretty sure he'll take the championship lead of F4 today as well.
Well,
so
he pretty much already had the championship lead, as opposed to Engine moving up to F3, so he's pretty much extended his points lead.
And Vama will come home with an excellent podium position. second stop go penalty as well. Doesn't matter because he's so far ahead of who's in front and behind him.
Yeah, so 20 seconds. Yes, so 20 seconds. The distance in the end is there.
You see, Rui comes home at fourth. The two Rennies will look out fourth and fifth. With the Ferrari and oh my God, Criminal doesn't even have a front wing. Welcome, Welcome
David,
to the party.
David Edwards. Dave, just before we get underway, make sure that you've got your voice settings shared to share by all.
Yeah, so you can be heard on the stream.
Yeah.
No worries,
Nice.
mate. Well, yeah, while you do that, we'll just we'll go over the race results and wait for the other two podium places to join the party, and then we'll go through the
Welcome. Thanks,
Hello.
bud. Welcome. Just waiting on the last driver to join at the podium, and then we can get the post-race interviews going.
Yeah, so here are your final race results. You got Beast B in first place with one-stop strategy, fastest lap of 1 minute 19, and takes his first race win for Sauber in the F4 category. And you got Bullet Boy in P2. Unfortunate race for him. He could have had the chance for a race win. And you got the Welshman of I give up.
Just David
in P3. Yeah, no, I think we have our podium places in here as well. We only got two of them. We'll wait on.
Well, just talk to your third place guy if he's here.
All right, so Dave Edwards, third place. It looked like it was a bit of a no man's land race for you, but you came through with a good podium. Good stuff.
Yeah, it was. I just thought I'd be patient in the first stint really and wait for people to make mistakes, which they did, and then it was just a cruise control really. So
yeah, good stuff from there. Not really much to talk about your race there. It looked pretty boring out there, but
I'll interject there for a second, Alex, and ask about the qualifying with you, Dave. We managed to get a beautiful shot there of you completely missing pit entry and giving the wall a bit of a kiss, so that must have been pretty embarrassing.
it was my partner. She walked across the screen. And,
yeah, that's happened to us all.
Doesn't happen to me, mate. Doesn't happen to
shocking.
me.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was funny as well because I disappeared inside to go get food. So when I come back and see a force senior in the fence, I'm like, please tell me the stream caught that.
Oh dear.
I wondered how you freaking retired because I came up. Oh, you retired. I thought you just given up, but turns out it's your wife decided to make sure your qualifying ended a little bit shortly there. So,
Ixnay on the iFay.
I was gonna.
Alright, congratulations on your P3, mate, and we'll move to our P1, our race winner as it looks like Tyler can't get into the party. Well, Beast, I keep forgetting your name, I'm sorry, I apologise about that, but yeah, Bo, yes, that makes sense, yes. Congratulations on John, your win. I think that's second podium after last week, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, please. I said don't quote me on that, but yeah, congratulations on the win. It looked like it was a comfortable race up until really the second stint where it looks like you got held up in the pits and then you lost a bit of time to Tyler in P2 and then whatever happened with him we're not quite sure, and then you just took the race lead from there.
Yeah, qualifying was a bit disappointment. Because I've put a lot of effort into trying to get a good lap, but unfortunately I got 3/10 up and then I messed it up. So it was an unfortunate fourth place, but the boys on the front started on the ultra, so it's really difficult to get past them. But in the first when the first virtual safety car came, I get held up by McLaren and lost a bit of time, a huge time. I got 11 seconds on a boot boy, so I have to make up for it. And in the race pace was really good. I pulled back about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just reading his comment on the stream. It sounds like he was saying when he went off track, his TV decided it wanted to turn off, and he had to pause his game, otherwise he would have gone straight into the fence. So, that's quite unfortunate to deal with. If a very unfortunate race there from Bullet Boy. It looked like he had the pace to challenge Bo for the win. Yeah, it could have been worse. We could have seen another Felipe Massa incident. But
except he wouldn't get knocked down and miss the rest of the season. So,
you never know. You never know.
Not unless those realistic server things come in that inject straight to your head. So anything that you experience in the game, you experience in real life. So true virtual reality. But anyway, we're getting a bit off track here. So how about we close it up, boys, and get ready for F3.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in for the F4 stream. If you guys enjoy the rest of your day, make sure you subscribe to the Teen Transition Formula 1 channel for more races. Still got F3 coming up in a couple of hours, so stay tuned for that.
More like 35 minutes.
A couple of minutes.
More like 35 minutes, yeah.
Well, okay, well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you later on.